No, also, I actually didn't have any sound issues yesterday. It was all just unlucky. There is a tiny bit of self-dumpness involved because I forgot about something. And that is that my Trackmania game was muted, which I did in the night before. But then it was like a chain of like super random things happening all at the same day, and that made it super confusing. And yeah, I'm super hyped for Cup of the Day, and we get ice. Amazing. No, so basically what happened yesterday is I came late from work, so I had no time for anything. I went into Discord, and the one thing that happened is that I came late from work. The second thing is that Discord made, I guess, an update, so it also took very long to open, and it opened, it changed the audio device to my second monitor. So, and the third thing was that Trackmania didn't make any sound. So my conclusion obviously was that my main audio is broken or is deactivated. Like that Windows did stuff. Yeah, that Windows basically put the standard audio device to my second monitor. That is of course the logical conclusion that you would get from this. Oh, it starts with booster, nice. Or what? That's what you would think. But yeah, it was completely random the first time that I did it, no? But I actually muted Trackmania in the night before. And I had, of course, with this stress when I came back, I didn't think about it. And I didn't remember that it was muted. So I, of course, thought that the fact that I didn't have any sound in Trackmania was because of the combination with that Discord put the sound now also from a different source. I had to think, no, that the audio devices or the audio devices changed. That had to be, no. And then I looked at the audio devices and everything looked normal, and that was mega confusing. But yeah, the other thing is that I didn't make iTunes on, because I came late from work. So if I had made iTunes on, iTunes would have come from my headset. Very normal, it would have come from my headset. Exactly how you would think, no? And then, like, if I actually get sound through my headset, then I would of course wonder, yeah, why does Trackmania play no sound? And then I would probably get to it that I muted it last night. But the fact that I didn't have iTunes on, and Discord makes an update in the same day and changes the output. That made everything so confusing. It's like so dumb again. I ruined the whole Cup of the Day yesterday. It's actually crazy how such things always happen. But yeah. And if I wasn't late from work, I also would have started iTunes. Like just one of those things should have gone differently, and everything would be fine. But yeah. So basically there were absolutely no audio issues despite Discord changing to the second monitor, which was of course then easy to fix by just going into the settings there. So now you know what happened yesterday. Now let's focus on this ice cover. It's not an easy map, I would say. Yeah, this is annoying here. You are not allowed to release in this corner, and I was now twice in a row to inside approaching it. Let's watch the GPS. That should be a good lap. Let's see how inside and what angles he has in the transitions. That's like the most important. Ah, look, he goes like this. That's already much different to what I was doing. Yeah, and then like this. But yeah, never be too inside there. This is the dangerous corner for rounds as well. And tight through this. Here looking at the angle of the car. Whoa, yeah, that's mega. Okay, okay. But now we know what to do. That was, again, the wrong line. Ja. Yeah, the thing is, if I just changed my audio device in Discord, it would have been fine as well. Which is, of course, you could say it would have been the obvious thing to do, because it came from the wrong source. But due to all the things that happened, I had to believe that it wouldn't bring anything. I had to believe that there is no sound on my main audio device. So I felt like it doesn't bring anything to change it in Discord when it doesn't work anywhere else. It was so stupid. Like, the whole thing is so stupid when you look at it afterwards, when you understand what actually happened. I felt like I had the biggest issues, and it was actually barely anything. It was just a weird Discord update in the worst timing ever to make it as confusing as possible. In the one night where I actually muted Trackmania, and in the one day where I come super late to the cup of the day. As late as never before, you know? And exactly in that one time where I'm super late, where you hope that you just turn up the PC and everything is fine. This is like what I was hoping, yeah? I just boot up the PC and everything, no? And then I go. And exactly on the day where I come as late as never before, this happens. This is like, you cannot make it more confusing. And you cannot make it a worse day for that. It's incredible. But yeah, yeah, I didn't continue playing when I ended with the stream. Today is the day, but also the last day. The problem is I'm at work always until cup of the day. I'm having always 13-hour shifts. And I work now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 3 days in a row. Hence I only have this evening. I probably also thought I wanted to hunt the track of the day as well, no, for top 100. But as it's an ice map, maybe not. I don't need to hunt this map actually. Here it's fine to be not top 100. Because on ice you can actually hunt it and then still not make it. At least that was like this a year or 2 years ago, that it was always taking some time if you won the top 100 on ice. Okay, this part is confusing. It's basically straight, but you have to ice slide it and you need to exit it in the correct angle. Of course I want to also drive some of the other weekly short maps, to be honest. And one more thing is today that I should discover the map of the Trackmania battles, but first I need to download the Trackmania Nations Forever competitive patch, which I never needed, but for this I guess I need it, because it's in the rules, so don't really like to download it, I'm honest, don't really want to do it, just for this, but yeah. But yeah, this is something I would do after stream, I guess. Today as well, the Formula 1 qualifying will be repeated on Sky for me at 19. Oh, this is so slow. This whole section is so crucial, so slow. It will be again repeated at 21:30, so I have again a stream until this time, I guess. And then, yeah, I watch Formula 1 and then I might actually then hunt stuff also afterwards a bit. Before I go sleep, then off stream. But let's focus on this now. Also, I understand everything despite this one section. Also, I know how it has to look like because I watch the GPS. Yeah, I also struggle to get super insight, to be honest. It feels very strange. Yeah, I lost the gear. Tia was never taking a lot of speed out of this. And because of this, both this as also this eyesight were super slow. But yeah, I would be a bit ahead, but let's restart. I of course lost like a second in the eyesight before. Also I feel like Div 1 is very doable. Just need to get, and that's the usual sentence that we always use, just need to put the full lap together. But I think, because the map is quite difficult, that there will be quite a cutoff, and yeah, you see the difficulty. Again, issues here. Like, this is the main part of the track. This is the part that you need to survive once, with keeping the momentum everywhere, and then you have it. Maybe now. Also this is not Div 1. It is a PB, but it's not Div 1. It was like a semi-survive of this whole part. It was not really perfect by any means. For a knockout, it would have been absolutely fine in most rounds. As I know I can get a really good lap here together. But time becomes a factor now. Yeah, so hard, so hard. Yeah, look at this. I have no speed. Let's restart it. Actually barely dropped any position since I finished. Wow. Also I expected to be out of Div 1 by now already. Because when I finished it was 52nd. But I only dropped 3 places in all the time. But that will change, of course. My current time would end up at like position 100 in the end, I would say. Because I think that Div 2 is secured, but Div 2 is not a goal here. This was also not great. It's 45th now, it was like a super shaky ending. Also, I would be surprised if that's enough, I'm honest. I would be surprised. Maybe, but then only because Cup of the Days are easier lately. Normally this shouldn't be enough. But I hope that I improve myself. This is a better start. Yeah, now we have it. Ooh. Like, what did I have before? A 0.3. I mean, 0.3 is actually also cut off now. Okay. Last try on the seating. Oh shit. Would have improved further now. Ah, I see. There is, in the last turn there is no grip on the outside. And yeah, my old time would have dropped out. In the last turn there's no grip in the outside, so if you actually slide out then you will get maybe a little bit saved by it. Okay. I mean, I might hunt this map for AT, to be honest. Because the AT, also I was just over 3/10 ahead. The AT is very doable for me. So yeah, let's see what we can do in the cup, because the ice players obviously... The problem with the ice players is they have no problems with these ice slides and with these small ones, and with good exit speeds, with speed sliding up this and also getting a good line through this one. They have absolutely no issue with it. So yeah, the key is this whole part here. This whole middle section is absolute key. Yeah, now, for example, again to inside. I can do this. Yeah, car. Where are you, car? Yeah, hello. Why was the camera please stuck at the finish? The timer started running, the camera was still at the finish. Very interesting. I immediately checked if I lose frames in OBS, but there was nothing. Because the only explanation that I would have would be a small internet hiccup. But to be honest, the second explanation can always be Trackmania, so... 1 point, yeah, I'm not surprised. It's like a difficult map. GPS is also way better than the AT. Problematic on this map will also be when you lose the momentum once. When you have low speed once because of whatever, or you slide out once, getting back into good speed and angles might be tough. Hello, Jolly Pop. Your map is definitely very challenging. The middle part is not easy, but not bad. Also it's good. It's good, but very hard. I'm next to Chudon, so everything is fine. Three DNFs, wow. To be honest, wide ice maps with lots of space are always the more difficult ice maps in Cup of the Day history, especially for people that are not like typical ice players like me. Also on these wide maps I'm struggling way more. You could basically say I prefer it tight, if you want. As long as I keep good momentum through these corners, everything is fine. I mean, this was now a bit awful here. This was more awful. That small slide out in the last turn came exactly in the moment where I would not slide into the no-grip blocks. Into the no-grip gates. I'm not sure if you can see them well in the stream. But it was happening exactly in that angle where I slide out just on the ice, not touching them. It was a little bit dangerous. If the red players didn't fail, would have been close. I saw it already coming. That my copium time, also my time on the bottom turns red into the finish. Yeah, so this was, for example, was only 9/10 in the last checkpoint. This is a bit dangerous. If something happens in the ending... Ah, nice. That was very close to my PB actually. Oh, Molle! Is he out? Yes, he's out. Molle was winning some of the other rounds, so he was fast. Even though he's not really coming from ice. Nice, so we get 2 trophies at least. That's nice. But 12th is winning a round, holy moly. That was dangerous. Because as we know from the seeding, I cannot do anything in this corner. I have to deal with my line. If I'm too inside, I'm dead. It's actually not far away from my PB. But I was looking all the time, was half a second only, and Lingo is out as well. Both Molle and Lingo out. Oh, the gap here. Second place is a 43.5. First place 42. Shows how difficult this map is. Oh, so close to the 44.444. Huh? Okay, there was a lead at least. There's still a lead. Yeah, actually, what a round. Dark Kirby was in high on 12th. Kanchika and 12th. Tiger Shark. Dark Kirby is in with 7.4 seconds behind. What the heck happened in this round? Also, I also had a weird gear issue that I never had in the whole seating also. I never had a gear issue in this uphill. It did lose me quite a lot of exit speed. In any normal round, this could have been my end. Even though I didn't slide out, but it just did lose a lot of time. Don't go to inside car. I have no exit speed. It's enough. It's surprisingly, it's not even close when you look at the position. But if you look at my time, 45 only, definitely dangerous. Because now there can be a round where there are not many sliders or crashes, where this is then just too slow. But it was again all in this one corner. A bit of an oversteer and bad exit speed, that's all it needs. Then the whole next section is difficult to get fast. This was a great round, and it's a PB. Oh, I actually dropped in the ending. I mean, I'm super close to 4th place, but I dropped to 8th. Wait, is Spam? Was Spam? Ah, no, Spam is there. I felt like I never saw him going out, but I overlooked him here. Was like, where is he positioned? No, okay. We get into small issue again. Oh yes. Ja, scheiße. Damn it. Yeah, now I felt like I have to risk it, but probably I would have been safe if I just got it normal. But this was again, my car over-rotated. And I didn't even brake in the uphill. I didn't even make a brake tap, and still my car went to inside. Like, I cannot fully control that. It just happened. Car went to inside, lost a lot of momentum, and is then really slow in the exit. I kinda saved it well afterwards, but it was still a struggle. And I thought that it went down from 6/10 to 1/10. Then I know in the round before where I was 5th, I dropped to 8th, so I knew my ending wasn't good enough there. So I felt like I need to risk that inside edge now a lot in this ending. I was also starting to dream a little bit, I have to say. I was starting to dream a bit. That's a safe round now. Oh no. Is he... No, he gets sniped. I cannot believe it. Dark Kirby again! How's Dark Kirby still in? I was dreaming a little bit, if that's actually winnable, because there are so many mistakes. And was of course also the very first time that I touched the inside in the ending. But it was just because I thought just 1/10. I knew that this is the one round where you have to be fast enough. So I didn't want to save it too hard there and lose it. But in the end, it's hard to say now what my time would have been, but I think I would have stayed in. I think I would have stayed in if I didn't risk. But you never really know that. I saw already how I drive this turn and then drive to the finish, and I always look at the bottom when I go to the finish line, and right before hitting the finish line it turns red. I already saw that coming. We have a good round, to be honest. Will it stay a good round or will someone bonk here? Oh, it's actually decent! What is this? It's a snipe! It's a snipe! Oh my god. So Richlik is out with a 44.414. But yeah, still survivable pace-wise, but you cannot afford a single bad turn if you want to beat that. Also of course, people like Icarus can afford one bad turn and still beat it, but for me that would have been tight. But not impossible. Because the times are so different that I am driving on ice, it is very luck based how far it goes. Also pace wise how far it goes. Okay, Icarus actually has now a really bad line here. So I just said he can afford one bad turn. Can he really? He's fighting with Dark Kirby. I mean, this is much better from Icarus. He's already in front, but still close. But he has that very nice, very nice. Dark Kirby's out, but yeah, another 44.4, twice in a row. Our große Gensch is barely in. So we have still the Ankh Spammy in. I actually was dreaming of an Ankh final. Like, who would have had an Ankh final on their bingo card on an ice map? That would have been crazy if that happened. Who was that? Someone went fully wide there. Early proc. Normally? Oh, but this Judon doing. I mean, the Judon line, I would have... If I was trying that, I would have no control over it. He's everywhere. Everyone drives the same line, and then there's Judon in this round, who drives completely somewhere else. Like, he's completely off the line, but it is still enough. Like, he has these lines, and he's actually driving a .17 with that. That's so confusing. But everyone else was fast. Yeah, so we have Spammy maybe winning Ice Cover, which is crazy, but he has very good pace, and also consistency so far. And then we have, of course, Nalax. Nalax still waiting for his first Cup of the Day win. He lost like 12 finals or something already. Never won. And that's always like really tough. Like when you reach the next final, you always have bad feelings. And I mean, I'm going through the same with finals right now. I also have like 6 or 7 second places in a row at the moment. Especially in rally or old car finals, like always reaching final, but then never winning. And for Nalax it's kind of the same. The pressure will be high for him, but ice is his best style, where he often gets far. Maybe today is the day. It is Akros again. Like, Akros is the sniper of the Cup of the Day here. Like, how often did he just barely survive? How is Akros still in? He drives always the exact time that he needs to get through. Always he has the exact right time at the right moment. And this is a bit luck-based, because he's not really... No. Like, if he had a worse start in this round, then he wouldn't make this comeback. But it's like always just working out for him. He's definitely like... Not really the... Also from all the players, I would say, I don't really think of an ice player when I think of Akros. He's doing extremely well though in this kappa. Like, he is consistent. Like, he's not surviving by pure crashes or something. He always survived pace-wise, but has the luck that he always drives the right time at the right moment. Will he snipe again? He might snipe Spammy, because Spammy has a bad angle. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, Akros is driving like 44.3, 44.4. He's in this area very often, but he had also already a much faster run. But he kinda shows what like a normal player that is not driving too much ice like can achieve perfectly in this kappa. Because he drives consistent, but he still has the issue that the one or other ice slide is not working perfectly, and then he loses a few tenths. And he makes it again. I tell you, he makes it again, because Nalax has the issue that I had sometimes. Oh, actually very good save by Nalax though. Oh, okay, they actually make it both in front, and Akros is out. And yeah, I think he got a maximum, because like this was a 43.9. Nalax somehow managed to get a really good time, despite the bad speed in the middle. And Nalax has now another chance. Ikaros has won quite a few ice kappas already in the past, so he might feel a bit less pressure. And Nalax, of course, when you have such a streak of second places, it's not just your own fault. It's always just also, like, your opponents are always performing against you. And with Icarus, this is also a possibility. Nalax and Icarus both with good starts. Icarus has a slightly better PB. Now this turn will decide a lot. Both of them good. Both of them good. It's extremely tight. Nalax had a very good ending last round, so he could maybe take it to his advantage, but Icarus is holding on, and Icarus is denying Nalax another win. And Nalax did a good time, like, but Icarus drives a .10. This is his PB. He pulled a scrappy here against Nalax. And I know that this is also why Shorty always got second, if you wonder. Shorty never failed in any of the finals back in the days, yeah, where this meme started. Like Track 2 Talent Cup. He was never failing the finals. He performed in every single final, but his opponents, they always got a better run. They always got like their personal best runs against Shorty in the 1v1. And then Shorty, when he doesn't reach the final, he sees completely yak finals, no? where both drivers make mistakes. But whenever he was in the final, he performs his opponent as well. Shorty doesn't win. And that was like how the meme started. Like, it wasn't even his mistake to get second. And Nalax also, in this case, not his mistake. He did a really good run, And in most cases, it would have been enough because Icarus didn't beat this time consistently in the cover. But yeah, on to another try for Nalax.